Continuing Iliad, Book 6, starting at the top of the page here. So Bellerophon's been married off to the daughter of the brother-in-law of Proetus. She's never named, but she, Etekon, she bore 3 sons to strong-minded or clever-minded Bellerophon, Isandros and Hippolochus and Laodamia. And a wily Zeus, Paralexitol. This is this Lego root of lying, not of speaking. So lay beside. So wily Zeus lay beside Laodamia, and she bore godlike Sarpedon with the bronze helmet. But when indeed also he was hated by all the gods, and he wandered Elamai Oios alone, Cappedion. Now this is kata plus the pedion root, and again this drops out and this turns into a pi to make it nice for the sake of euphony here. But he, up and down the Elean plain he wandered alone, cat edon, participle, eating out, personal adjective, his heart, alanon, participle, avoiding the path, paton, anthropone of men. So that's what happened to poor old Sarpedon. And Ares, artos polemoio, insatiable in battle, insatiable of war. In other words, he's never satisfied with one battle, he wants to go into another one. So Ares, insatiate of war, he slew the son for him Isandros, so slew his son Isandros, as he was fighting with the glorious Salumoi, as mentioned earlier. So remember there were 3 sons, Isander, Hippolochus and Laodamia. So Isandros has been killed, Laodamia has had a child who was killed, and now she also dies, which is the next bit here, I think. So Artemis with the golden Aeneas reins. This is a chariot, horse reins. So Artemis with the golden chariot slew Ectar, from Ectano, it's that pocket-pated aorist, slew her, this is Laodamia, in anger. And the only ones left is Hippolochus, and Hippolochus etikte bore me, he begat me, and Fami, I say that genesthai, that I exist, ek tu, from that man. So I say that I am descended from him. Epempe, no augment, he sent me to Troy, and epitelen, from epitello, sorry, he enjoined a great many things upon me. So he gave me many commands, many orders, and always aristuon, to be the best, and to be huper okon, better than, to exceed all others. To exceed all others. Nor infinitive I skunamen, to bring shame upon the genos pateron, the race of our fathers, who were, egeneto, aristoi, the best, mega, greatly, adverbial, in Ephure, remember that's that place that is an old name for Corinth, and in broad Lycia. And I boast to be, so this is that ethic dative, if you please, it's really old soy, if you will. So I boast, often untranslatable. So you could say, in fact, I boast to be from that race and blood. Hosfator, thus he spoke, and Diomedes, good in respect of the war cry, Gaithosen, rejoiced. This is from Gaithio, it's the aorist. He rejoiced, and he Katepaksen, this is from Katapagnumi. Katapagnumi. This is to stick fast. So he stuck fast his spear in Chthoni, in the earth, which is polybetero, which is much nourishing, in the much nourishing earth. But he, pros auda, he addressed the shepherd of the people, Melikioisi. We normally get Muthoisi or something here. It's with honeyed, understand words. So with honeyed words, so with sweet words. Lovely connect, a lot of particles. Eranu, surely then indeed, surely, Essi, you are, that would be A in later Greek, you are the family's guest friend, the old family guest friend for me. So you are my old family's guest friend. 4. Oeneus, Poti once, Dios Oeneus, glorious Oeneus once, Xenesi, no augment again from Xenisto, he entertained noble Bellerophon in the halls, having detained him, he entertained, I'll do it again. So for once glorious Oeneus entertained noble Bellerophon, having detained him in the halls, Cossi, repeated epsilon here, 20, for 20 days. And they, Poron, provided, this is a past tense, they gave beautiful guest gifts to one another. So they also gave beautiful guest gifts to one another. Oeneus, understood, gave a stera, this is a belt, to Didu. Oeneus gave a belt, which literally is shining in purple, so bright with crimson. And Bellerophon, understand, gave a golden cup, an amphikupolon, a two-handled cup. Kupelos is just a cup as well, and the amphi implies it's got two handles. So we get two words for cup. Depas is a lovely old word for cup. This one actually occurs in linear B, which is an interesting word. So it's a very old word for cup. Eon coming, i.e. coming here, I left it behind, katalepon, auton, min, I left it behind in my house. I do not remember Tidius, since Calliope, this is from Catalepo. Catalepo, and what's happening here is the kata, the alpha's disappearing. There's an augment, but it disappears as well, and then the tor turns into a lambda to combine it into one nice euphonic sound. And it's the pi has been aspirated by the aspirate here, so it's hard to recognise that form. Caliph from catalepo. So since he left me while I was still being truthon little, when the host of the Achaeans perished in Thebes. This, of course, is a reference to the famous seven against Thebes from the previous generation who came to Argos to reinstate Polynices. And the expedition, of course, was disastrous, and all of the seven, including Titius, was killed. Therefore now I am a dear guest friend for you in the midst of Argos, and you are my guest friend, understood, in Lycia. Whenever I might come to the land, demos is always land, to the land of them, might come into their land. Aleomatha is a hortatory subjunctive. Let us avoid the spears of one another. Kai di omilu, even through the homilu is the crowd of battle, so even in the thick of battle.